made woman and man and put them down here on the ground. Let's go back. Way back. Oh, yeah. Let's go back. That's where you find the truth. Let's go back. Way back. Let's go back to God. You can't get there with a Greyhound bus ticket, nor by way of an Amtrak train. The only way you're going to get to heaven is to use what God gave you, and that's the brain. You need to know what it was in the beginning, because what it was that God set up, no man should change. So let me tell you, do you want to go back? So let's go back, way back, where it all began, many, many, many years ago. So let's go back, way back. Hey, hey, hey.
Greetings. This is the Ghetto Free Press, and I'm George Foster Rhymes, and guess what? I'm on the campus of Valdosta State University in Valdosta, Georgia, the county of Lowndes, and in the state of Georgia, and of course the United States of America. This beautiful sister here have been here before. I recorded, I interviewed her, I had it on my radio broadcast at that time, a few years ago, WJEM. So today, now that I have almost 500,000 views on YouTube, and when I walked in and I look at this rich history of our ancestors, I just had to do this for you. And so I want you to listen to, what's your name?
My name's Angela Jennings, and I'm with the SANKOFA African American Museum on Wheels. I am the owner and curator.
When did you get here in Valdosta, if you don't mind?
Oh no, I've been here since Thursday evening, and I started setting up on Friday morning, and we opened yesterday at 10, and I'm going to be leaving today at 2.
You told me before, but how many artifacts do you have?
Oh, probably about 10,000 now.
Okay, 10,000. Mm-hmm. Okay, you say you're tired. Where did you come before you arrived, fellow?
I was in Tifton, Georgia on Thursday, Alabama State on Wednesday.
Okay, you moving. In other words,
I'm moving.
You be moving. Okay.
Yes.
Now, I really would like to ask you a few questions before we actually do a little walk. We don't want to get up close because we don't nobody to steal this in terms of using it, so they won't come to view this museum.
Yes.
And so I understand that, but what I would like to do is stand back and get some shots as you tell me maybe what this line of tables and that type of thing.
Oh,
but before you,
absolutely.
how can people learn more about what you're doing?
Okay, like I said again, my name is Angela Jennings, and I'm with the SANKOFA African American Museum on Wheels. I live in Denmark, South Carolina. My management company is Spinks Incorporated in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Spinks Management Incorporation.
Okay, we can Google that. Do you have a post office box or anything, or phone number?
Please Google it.
Okay, all right. Now, if you don't mind, I want to ask you one other personal, getting kind of personal. Years ago, when you came here before, you had a beautiful setup, and look like it has expanded. So you're steady accumulating and moving forward. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Let's do a little walk and let's see what's going on here.
Okay.
And now we're going to walk through and tell me a little bit about this table and what's going on, just fast as we go.
Yes, we start here in Africa, different artifacts from Ghana and South Africa. Then we go into the Middle Passage and the African Holocaust, and you'll see a replica of the slave ship, and then how they were being thrown overboard and their faces in the water. Mm-hmm. Then we see how the African lived in the native land before being herded up into troughs and placed on slave ships, and how the Negro became a slave in America. You'll also see the whips and authentic slave shackles. Okay? You'll see authentic slave receipts where they paid taxes on the slaves, how they hired them out to different plantations.
Okay, before you go further, can we back up just a little bit here? I see you have a book called The Willie Lynch. I hear a lot about that.
Oh, yeah.
What's the purpose of having that Willie Lynch letter here on the table?
Oh, because the making of a slave, every black person should read that. And they'll know, you know, people try to say, oh, it's not authentic, it's not a real letter, it's fabricated. Well, if it's fabricated, they did a hell of a job.
Amen.
They need to read it.
I say the same thing. That's what I said. Amen.
Here we have the leader and the liberator, Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman, the 5 black men that died with John Brown at Harper's Ferry. One of our founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson, having children with one of his slaves. He freed all of those children, but he never freed her. Then we have the 54th Massachusetts, the Negro Civil War.
You said the 54th Massachusetts?
Yes, that's the first African-American regiment to see battle in, off the coast of Charleston, South Carolina, at Fort Wagner at Mars Island.
One other thing, since I can't bypass this because this is something I mention a lot. And this particular picture here says, our history did not begin in change and it will not end in change. That's very powerful.
Yes, and it's very true.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, as you know, Kemet,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Timbuktu,
yes.
None of that had chains.
That's right.
We didn't have chains until we were brought to America.
All right.
Okay. Here, cotton. Cotton is why slavery lasted so long.
Yes.
Can you believe that you can make 7,800 handkerchiefs out of one bale of cotton, 1,200 pillowcases out of another bale of cotton?
Repeat that again, my beautiful sister, Jennifer.
7,800 handkerchiefs out of one bale of cotton, 1,200 pillowcases out of another bale of cotton. And if you had a chance to see 12 Years a Slave, which is a true story, Patsy picked 500 pounds a day. So in 3 days, she picked the bale.
All right.
Here we have lynching, and you know that I'm here in Valdosta, Georgia, where one of the most cruelest lynchings in the United States happened.
Say that again. A lot of people don't know that.
I'm here in Valdosta, Georgia, where one of the most cruelest lynchings ever happened with Mary Turner and her husband and her family. Okay?
Thank you.
But what you need to know, they were lynched. Children, women, babies, and you know they would lynch a black man.
Amen. Okay. One other thing here. These pictures that you have, are these authentic or these was remade, these lynching? Right?
No, this is authentic, and if you will not get too close,
No,
because...
right. Another thing too, we're gonna get the other half in a minute, but let me ask you a question. What's in the middle here before we go? What you have in the middle?
The middle table.
Yes.
This is our 44th and 45th president, President Barack Obama. Okay? I always, when I do this exhibit, his tables are always very, very different from anything else I do, because that brother has to stand out, because they're trying to beat him to death.
Yes.
God got his back.
Amen. Thank you so much. And go ahead.
And we should have had his back when we were voting for the Congress the next year.
That's right.
Because that's why he doesn't have the backup he needs.
That he need. Okay. Thank you very much. Once again, you can see that table right there is all dedicated with pictures of the president. That's the 44th president of the United States.
44th and 45th.
And regardless of what people say, that president has never enslaved anyone, never taken away anybody's rights, yet he's treated as no other president in the history of this nation when it comes to criticism. Just a minute, we're going to get the other side.
Can't leave out Ida B. Wells, who was the anti-lynching crusader. And then we can't leave Billie Holiday out, who sang Strange Fruit. Strange fruit hanging on the vine, blood dripping at its roots.
Yes.
Strange fruit. We have famous black Americans, Booker T. Washington, George Washington Carver, Frederick Douglass, W.E.B. Du Bois, Harriet Tubman, Mary Bethune, and Sojourner Truth. we talk about the Buffalo Soldiers, the Tuskegee Airmen, and of course, all of the inventions that African Americans have created or invented. Then we have a city of black inventions. Everything that you see on that poster was invented by an African American.
Wow.
So it says black inventions live on. Then we start over here with the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement. Our first view is of Emmett Till, the modern day civil rights organization. This is when the modern day civil rights started with Emmett Till, Rosa Parks, the 4 girls that was killed in the 16th Street Baptist Church. We have the bull collar and the dogs and the water hoses and the commitment from Selma to Montgomery. We have the Greensboro lunch counter, how they took the top of the stools off of the, took the top of the stools off to encourage you not to come. Not encourage you to come, but not to come because you would have no way to sit. And they would just ignore you.
So you said they took what up?
Took the top of the stools off at the lunch counter so you wouldn't be able to sit down.
Okay, wow.
Then we have first day covers on Dr. King, stamps from around the world on Dr. King. And I've been to the mountaintop. Here, this picture I'd like for you to see. I want to encourage every African American mother, father, grandmother, aunt, uncle, sister, and brother, whoever is teaching in your family, the children in your family, please start teaching them their history and culture when they're very, very young. Here you will see a picture of a young boy. He can't be no more than 4 years old. In that dunce outfit, they start teaching their children their history and culture very, very young. Then you will view Dr. King's children viewing him in his coffin. Angela Jennings, the SANKOFA African American Museum on Wheels. Again, Angela Jennings, the SANKOFA African American Museum on Wheels, coming to ignite your soul.
All right, thank you so much. And once again, I'm George Boston Rhymes, and you know what I do. I'm just going to stand here, and I just want you to look at what we have accomplished, what we have done, what we have gone through as a people of divine source, not relegated to what they say is three-fifths of a human being. We have rights that were not granted by the Constitution, nor the Bill of Rights, but was ordained by God, and it's just all the accomplishments, the creativity of a great people. And I have always said that information will save us, but ignorance will mostly destroy us. And once again, I say to you, please study your history. Let no one tell you that you are not of value. And say to your pastor and to all the churches, say that they too need to take a strong stand for what is right on behalf of our young people. We cannot continue down this road of fear. It is time now for us to wake up. And it's time for us to stop talking about a dream and let us ream out from the dream a new reality that will be good for all people. Once again, I'm George Boston. We're at Valdosta State University down here with, what do they call this way?
This is the African American Art Festival.
SANKOFA. And my question to you is that how do you enjoy what you see? What do you think about what you see?
This has been a marvelous event. Everybody needs to come out and just see what this young lady has to offer in African artwork, history, African history. Our kids need to be exposed to this. Good information. And this is our first time here at VSU. But we're just hoping that this is not the last time, so we can expose more people to this type of event for our Black History program. This is part of the Black History program. So this event has been great. Just hate to see it end, but it was nice. It was nice. And next year, we're hoping that we can get more kids, more high school kids involved on field trips, have the teachers, the principals, to express to the high school students how important it is to know some history. They read history in their history books in the school, but to see something of this magnitude up close, I think it's better than just reading in a book. They need the book knowledge, but to see some things that happened in the past, before their lives, before their parents, some of them. But this is great.
Who brought them in? Did they just come in, or do you know who sponsored them?
This is sponsored by the Southside Boosters, which is also the committee for Juneteenth, the Juneteenth committee. But you have the Southside Boosters along with some other entities that put this together.
Okay, thank you very much. Do you know the young lady in red there? Do you know her?
No, but I know she's 100 years old.
Yes, she's up in age, yes. And she comes out. If she can come out, why can't the other young people? Thank you so much, my beautiful. What's your name again?
Queen.
Thank you.
Queen.
Thank you, Grandma Queen. Thank you very much. You see what I did for Rose? And that's my, you heard psychology Michael Dunn? Black guy that owned this something with 5 acres of land there. We've been working down there. I put his stuff, I talked to him last week, you know what he told me? He said, George, everywhere he goes speak, he said, people say they see me on YouTube. He said, what? I said, yeah, I said, you got over 50,000 views. He said, what? I told him, he didn't know it. See, people from the university.
I know, but I just don't like it.
The thing about it, what they gonna do, when people say, they're gonna educate them. I got you. You got to do what you do. I got you. Okay.
It's too much.
That's the so-called Star of David, or Shield of David, and it is placed throughout Valdosta State University campus. What if there was a star and crescent, or a cross of Calvary? Would there be a large outcry? Freedom of religion. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. When we have an open mind and treat everybody equal.
Let's go back, way back to the beginning of time, when God made woman and man and put them down here on the ground. Let's go back, way back. Oh yeah. Let's go back. That's where you find the truth. Let's go back, way back. Let's go back to God. You can't get there with a Greyhound bus ticket, nor by way of an Amtrak train. The only way you're going to get to heaven is to use what God gave you, and that's the brain. You need to know what it was in the beginning. Because what it was that God set up, no man should change. So let me tell you, do you want to go back? So let's go back, way back, where it all began, many, many, many years ago. So let's go back, way back. Hey, 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 why don't we all go back? So let's go back, way back. It was someplace, somewhere, a long time ago. We got off track. So if you want to go to heaven, we got to go back. Oh yeah. Oh, somebody tell me, where's the truth? The whole world has been deceived. That is why the people down here on this earth cannot get the things they need. When a country lies to its people, it teaches its people how to lie. That's why we all should come together. White, black, and all the other races, we all should think alike. If we had love, peace, happiness, and togetherness, this would be a wonderful world. So why don't we go back? We need to go back. Oh yeah, we need to go back. Back to God. You see, when it comes to God, there have been so many lies told, but I want you to beware of the lies. The lies don't save souls. I want you to remember what I told you. Oh yeah, you got to use your brain. Oh, you got to use your brain to find a way. We've been told you must seek and you shall find the truth, and the truth will sure enough set you free. So I want you to come on. Hey, yeah. We got to go back, all the way back where it all began, on the continent of Africa. Let's go to Ethiopia, Lalibela, Addis Ababa. Let's go to Kemet, known today as Egypt. We got to go back, way back. That's where we'll find the truth. Let's go to Wasset, Timbuktu. Oh yeah, we got to go back. So let's go back. I work 7 days a week so you can have food to eat. I do a lot of overtime, working hard on the assembly line. Every day I'm working hard for you. I don't mind working, baby, not as long as you've been true. I don't mind putting in all this overtime. Ooh, baby, work so you can have a place to sleep. Doing all this overtime, baby, so you can dress up and look fine.